First of all, thank you for your time. I'm really excited. My first question is, how did the development history of Mortal Kombat begin? So what was the first idea that came?
Oh, that's a good question. I was working for a company called Williams Electronics, and then they later became Midway Games, and we're making a bunch of arcade games. And so we were making digitized versions where we point a camera at a real person.
Okay.
That was their look. So we made a game called Narc, Smash TV, Terminator 2. We made a whole bunch of games. And so Street Fighter came out, a game called Street Fighter. And we thought, oh, we should make real people doing Street Fighter.
Okay.
And so my creative partner and I, his name is Tobias, we had a conversation, we should do a fighting game, doing that. And so we wanted to make a Jean Claude Van Damme game.
Okay.
It was based on Jean Claude Van Damme. And our licensing people contacted them and he passed. So I said, okay, let's make our own characters. And so we created, Raiden and Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and then they were all based on characters that we saw in movies.
Okay.
And so it was kind of like a movie fighting game. Right?
Okay.
And then we called it Mortal Kombat, and then it took off from there. So
why do you think the fighting genre is so attractive for gamers?
I think one of the reasons is because it's so simple. It's you controlling one character and me controlling another character, and for the most part, that's it. How many times can you hit me? How many times can I hit you? And whoever wins. So I think there's a simplicity to it. I think the players can connect with them, identify with certain characters. Oh, that's me. I'm Bruce Lee. I'm Raiden. I'm something like that. And so I think the combination of those things, the simplicity and the connecting with characters, and then of course the crazy
the superpowers and the super strength and everything,
and the fatalities and all that stuff like that. So.
And what would you say? Fighting games and shooting games are like really controversial. What would you say to people that says that these kind of video games create violent people? I'm not with them, but I
I mean, I think that I've been asked that question for 30 years now, right?
I can imagine.
And for the most part, it's not asked that much anymore. But every form of media, movies, comic books, music, video games, TV shows, every single one has some form. There are some that are more mature, and they'll have violence in it, and then other ones that are, because Mortal Kombat, we didn't make it for kids.
No.
There's an R-rated movie, there's M-rated games, and so I think it's just fantasy, just like any other movies, TVs,
any
comic
other
books.
content.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go into the game now. After Mortal Kombat 1, what's next for the saga? Do you plan to take a break, or would Injustice 3 be a reality?
Whenever we release a game, we always continue to release more characters.
DLCs, no?
Exactly, DLC. And we haven't finished our first year of supporting it, and so we always support it for 1, 2, 3 years. So then what's next for us is more
DLCs.
Mortal Kombat 1.
Yay!
Yeah. So we have more characters coming. Homelander is going to be one of the characters, and we have a character, Takeda, and then we just continue to release cameo fighters, regular fighters. We're not even close to
DLCs.
being done.
And after that, it's going to be like an Injustice 3, or?
I probably would get in trouble if I did.
Okay.
I would like to continue with Injustice, because those games did well with us. But obviously, we'll be doing more Mortal Kombat as well. So.
Okay, and in Mortal Kombat X, appeared Kotal Kahn, whose character is based on the Aztec culture. Do you think that another character from the Mexican culture could come to Mortal Kombat?
Absolutely. That's actually one of the things that we've been spending more, giving more attention to, is different representations of cultures in Mortal Kombat. We really want to be diverse. So I can absolutely see that.
Yay!
As a future thing.
And when you see the execution of fatalities, what is your inspiration to do that kind of executions?
Well,
I think what's in your head.
yeah, fatalities now are it's a group of people. You know, it's a big group, and everybody has a meeting, and they present their ideas. They don't all come from my head.
Okay,
right?
okay. Now I don't have to be scared of.
Yeah. They get sent to me. And then sometimes I'll say, you know, no, we can't do that, or that sounds good, but it's a little long, so we will change things around and stuff. So it's very much a committee.
Okay.
It's a group of people, and that's where a lot of people just have their ideas, you know, written down, and it's exciting for
it's
the
like
team.
a brainstorm for the whole team.
That's
okay.
Exactly it, yeah.
And how is a meeting with that team? It must be crazy.
No, it's very surprisingly professional.
Okay.
You know, somebody will stand up and act it out, and they'll kind of, you know, just trying to communicate what
you should do a behind the scenes with that team.
We should. That's a good idea. I like that idea. Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. We are really excited. And
yeah, I'm very excited to be here.
Thank you.
Thanks.